friends, Scout Leader Adina here, and I'm going to show you some fun science activities that we would do today in class. We're going to do two science experiments, and the first one is a lava lamp. So for that you're going to need a bottle. I like this one because it's going to have a cool look. The bottle has a top. You're going to need some water. I'm using bottled water, but I'm not wasting drinking water. These are expired, so I wouldn't give them to anyone to drink anymore, but I can use them for science projects and not waste the water. You're also going to need some food coloring. On mine, I'm going to use a little bit of blue and a little bit of red and see how that turns out. And then you're going to need some vegetable oil, so I just have some vegetable oil here. And the last thing you're going to need is Alka-Seltzer. I got this from the grocery store in the medicine aisle. So these are all the materials that you're going to need, and I'm going to show you how to make your own lava lamp. Now if you're at home, you might have a funnel, but I don't have one here, so I took some paper cups and I cut the bottoms out of them, and I'm going to fold them up to help make a funnel so I can pour things into my bottle without spilling them. And the first step I'm going to do is put my funnel into my bottle here. Sure it fits nice and secure. Perfect. And I'm going to fill my bottle about halfway with vegetable oil. Okay? I read that you can go a little past halfway, so I might just put a little bit more. I think that looks good. Okay. Then what you're going to want to do is put the top back on. Fill it up with your food coloring. Calls for about 10 drops. So since I'm using two colors, I'm going to try 5 of one color, 5 of another color. Maybe put a few more in there. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to add my water. Now you're going to want to leave a little bit of space near the top once you put your water in. You don't want to fill it all the way up. Ooh. Okay. Then you take your Alka-Seltzer tablet and you're going to break it into quarters. So there are actually 2 in this package here, but I only need 1. And I'm going to break it up. Now the reason this is because if you put too much in at once, the water gets cloudy and it's not going to look very good. So take my funnel out. I'm going to put in 1/4 Alka-Seltzer tablet. It's going to drop to the bottom here, and let's see what happens. The colored bubbles coming up. This is pretty cool. Now the reason that this works is because oil floats to the surface because the water is heavier than the oil, so the water goes down here to the bottom. And then the Alka-Seltzer reacts with the water to make tiny bubbles. And the food coloring that we put in mixes with the water, and so the water is now colored, and the tiny bubbles are coming up and moving all around. I'm gonna move it a little closer so you can see my bubbles moving. How cool is that? Now when it stops bubbling, what I can do is put another Alka-Seltzer tablet in there, and it'll keep going. I'm thinking I might have put a little too much food coloring in mine because it is getting really dark. So maybe a lesson that I learned from this experiment is to use a little bit less food coloring. It's kind of fun to watch. It can be relaxing, and maybe you can even use it as a way to meditate. Okay, that was activity number 1. I hope you enjoyed making your lava lamp.